opinion, then conflict take place.
Okay, good one.
Conflict is not only outer side, even within ourselves also we'll be going through the conflict.
Within also. So give both of them some.
Study more. But my family don't want me to study and this kind of thing. So that time if I fought for myself,
Yeah, you fight.
so it's in positive way.
Yeah, correct.
But if suppose my sister got a new bag and I don't have that one, so it can be in negative manner.
Yo te vi en mi corazón, la la la, canta la la la, canta la la la, canta.
He has been trainers and with the love and care of my friends. I am extremely happy to be present here and to present my demo presentation on the topic which I have chosen yesterday, conflict resolution. Before going into the topic, I just want each one of you to explore what is a conflict, what is our notion or idea about conflict. What is a conflict? Literal meaning that is different, no? It's a dispute. For example, we have seen in the buses and all, when the government raises the bus ticket, the people, to whom they should serve first, to whom they will fight. Bus ticket, they raise the bus ticket, you understand? Earlier it was 10 rupees, and some other government came into thing, they raised the ticket to 15 rupees, and the conductor asking to give me 15 rupees. Then the ladies and gents, what they will ask? Why are you man? Yesterday it is 10 rupees, now it is 15 rupees you are asking. So this is also a dispute, but that will be over within short while. Right? Likewise, what is your opinion? Each one of you please share some thought, so that I can improve my presentation. Small, anyone, just one word, what piece of.
So when there is a difference of opinion, then conflict take place.
Okay, good one.
Conflict is not only outer side, even within ourselves also we'll be going through the conflict.
Within also. So give both of them some. So man, उषा जी, आपको जी, बोलो जी.
मुझे थोड़ा वक्त दीजिए.
Okay,
मुझे बराबर से वर्ड समझ में नहीं आ रहा है.
Okay, conflict. No, I am not asking you to be a very doctrined, seasoned, or philosophical supply.
No, not like that. I cannot understand meaning. That meaning I couldn't take. That's why I'm.
A conflict. Conflict is the literal meaning I told you. Dispute. A difference of opinion between two people. That's all. But what you feel, what comes to your mind?
When there is a misunderstanding between two persons or women to person.
Now, conflict. Okay, then same. Same is not a conflict. Is same is a conflict? Right. Okay.
I don't understand.
Conflict. Okay, that is another thing. What about you? Okay.
Everybody completely inspired.
Pardon? I can't hear you, that's why.
In office.
In office, yes, between colleagues.
Sometimes conflicts happen in family also.
Definitely.
Between siblings,
Yeah.
between parents,
Yeah, definitely.
and for minor of misunderstanding.
Small
It's happened.
things,
Yes.
they
Yes.
will.
Shall I know?
Ah,
Two countries.
definitely that also. So I have done the presentation, sir. Most of things, you have told. Even then, I have to do something that, So the literal meaning says that, Conflict is a difference of opinion among two people or persons or groups or countries or whatever it's okay. So it can be applicable to in our life also. But is it healthy or unhealthy? It's good or bad?
Both the things are.
Hmm?
Sometimes it's good for positive things. Suppose if I want to study more, but my family don't want me to study and this kind of thing. So that time if I fought for myself,
Yeah, you fight.
so it's in positive way.
Yeah, correct.
But if suppose my sister got a new bag and I don't have that one, so it can be in negative manner.
If you fight for the my sister got it, I'm not getting
I'm
it.
not getting
So
it.
then
Yes.
you will fight for it. That is
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Okay, right. But most people see when there is, I mean, bird is it is set for conflict. Be it the bird, be it the countries, be it the human being. Why not? The individual conflict within ourselves. Who said that? Within the sister. Within ourselves also there is a conflict. For doing a good or bad. Shall I smoke or good? Shall I get married or keep abstinence? Shall I go to school? Not to go to school. There is a conflict of the mind also. So that is why we say that it is a positive aspect according to me. But if I am wrong, you can correct. Anyone can correct. Okay? It is a healthy behavior. If there is no conflict, for example, in a family, whatever the husband says, the wife adjusts. Yeah, you damn man, go there. Bring me coffee. See. Then bring me vada. Say immediately people say. And if I want to go to my mother's house. No, you should not go. Yes, okay. I want to go to temple. Saleh. No, today you should not go to temple. Yes, okay, man. Yes, my husband. If he keeps on doing this, is it a healthy family? For example, you are the father and mother. Whatever you say, your child obeys. He is not a rebellion. Is the child is healthy?
No.
He has to retaliate, he has to respond, he has to react, he has to do something, whether I want to go or not. So in that manner, conflict is a healthy phenomenon in everyone's life, the world, everywhere. So, but how to resolve it, whether we have to resolve it or not, there lies the matter. So we go into detail. As you all said, we cannot agree with each other's idea because for the past 2 days we have been seeing so many, counter arguments, especially the one yesterday presented by Shraddha on possession. I want to be possessive, she said, but some of us supported her, some of us was against her. And finally, we made up some other clear understanding that possessiveness is different and caring is different. Like that we came. But here, these are the things, whatever I say, it may not be agreement to you. Right or not? Yes. If you agree everything, if we agree with sir, both of our trainers, totally. But many of you will say, no. It is not right. I feel like that. Many of us told in the training sessions, we ask some questions. What it means, We are putting some argument to put it together to make a resolution for the conflict. Am I right? Am I making it clear?
Yes.
Thank you. Then, so in short, we can put it together. Conflict is a disagreement or clash or dispute between two parties or two individuals or within the families or within oneself or within the two countries, maybe on the boundary or maybe on the trade, whatever it is. And Especially the conflict happens between the parties or between the individuals who are having opposite ideas. About possessiveness, Shraddha was having one idea, and I was having one idea, Sai was having one idea, and Usaji was having one idea. So all are countering each other. So that is why that counter conflict has come. Okay. Then there are some. Now we come to how to resolve a conflict. How do we resolve a conflict? When we find a resolution or a solution for it, we can resolve it. Because we know that there is a dispute is existing, there is a problem existing, there is a negative idea or opposite idea is existing in Sayan with Sayan or someone else. So that paved way for the conflict between Sayan and me. Okay, so we cannot leave it aside. So when we how to find a solution for that to set it right. Okay, there are some techniques, acknowledgement. First of all, we must agree that both the parties they must agree there is a difference of opinion, there is a conflict of understanding do exist between them. If they do not acknowledge that, they cannot find a solution. So there is one kind of technique. First, we must acknowledge that yes, I and Sayan is different in certain things. Then another technique is listening to both the parties. I must listen to Sayan and Sayan must listen to me. Without listening, how can I know that? If not listening, I will think that whatever I have put across or I have in my mind, whatever I said is correct always. So I must understand science perspectives. Why science said there is a white crow is there. When I said no, crow is always black. Might be you might have seen some white crow. So I have to listen. I have to listen to him and he has to listen to me. That is another thing. Then simply talking together, understanding each other will not find a solution for the conflict. Then we have to work together. We have to collaborate together to find a solution. If there is no working together, if there is no collaboration, we cannot find a solution. You can simply see that if there is a difference of opinion, a conflict between two countries, first the Prime Minister and ministers won't go. What they will do? Then the ambassadors will be talking first. Indian ambassador, the American ambassador, the Canadian ambassador. They will talk first. That's the first problem. Like that, they explore many ways of talking and other things. Then later, who will come? When there is some understanding arrives, then the minister will come. After that, only the top people, the minister, the prime minister, or somebody will be there. So like that, the collaboration should take place. Next, some skills I want to tell you. The analysis of the problem, why the problem exists, how the problem came up in between me and Sayana, in between me and Ustad, whatever it is. So in solving a conflict, finding a resolution for the conflict, the skills that are one is analysis, and next one is active listening, which I already told you. Then, in between there may be some emotional outbreak may be there. So we need to have some kind of handling the emotions, especially the anger. We understood, we analyzed everything. Suddenly, some word I spoke, and it aggravated who? Science. So the entire, so long we have made up a plan and everything, we came across so many places, everything collapses. So we need to have especially the anger management, the emotional management of technique or the skills also we must need. Then there should be, mutually respecting each other. That should be there in all occasions, whether we agree or disagree. But there should be some mutual agreement should be there. Okay. Then there are certain methods, what method to be best is, being accommodating. That is something I may lose, something Sayan may lose. But we both are accommodative with each other. That okay, you leave this, I leave this. Okay, you do something like that. Then collaborating is another thing, for example, if you think about a long-standing relationship, if you are in the interest of, if, for example, there is a strong or hard to break, we cannot break something like an issue is persisting. And I must think about that. Not I must, both of us should think about that now. See, if this exists, what will be the future consequences? Right? For the time being, okay. If year long, decade long, ever persisting means, can I withstand that? For example, I am having some fight with my neighbor. So maybe they having the wall problem now. So they are throwing something here and I am throwing something there. It is continuing. Both are bullying each other. The fight continues. If there is no compromise or consensus or solution, what will happen? Both of us will decay. Both the parties, right. So the collaboration should be in our mind. For example, Ukraine and Russia, they have not, up to my opinion, maybe others are having many opinion. They are not having that long-standing effect of it. Short while, they are doing all the violence, they are continuing with the short-term interest. And then, if you are not able to solve the problem, at least you try to compete. If I have told several things for compromise to Sayan, he is not agreeing, if possible, we can compete also. So that he will understand, and if possible, he can also compete. If not, that's a better way, some kind of compromise you must. I lose this, you lose that. So that you win that, I will win. So this is another best form of thing. And one more thing I want to suggest, one caution. If conflict is not resolved, is unattended, it is the dangerous element in all our life, be it individual, be it family, be it country, be it whatever state or whatever it is. So it should be healthily addressed and forward to solution. At all costs, conflict should be addressed peacefully and healthily. One more thing, with this I want to conclude. One anecdote, one short story regarding conflict. There is only one orange in a house, and the elder daughter asked the father, because the family, they wanted to take the fruit, and they asked the parents' permission. Asked the father, shall I take this orange because I need it? And immediately the younger one also came and asked, I too want it. Then the father, he searched around the house, nothing is available in the fridge, everything, nothing, only one is available. And he went and asked the neighbor also if that is possible to borrow one more, so that the conflict will be over. Nothing possible. Then he said, my children, I love you both. What I am going to do, you have to observe. They said yes. You took a knife, cut the orange, you take this part, both equal size, you take this part. What is your opinion? Whether the children peacefully would have gone?
Yes.
Peacefully would have gone. They got. What about you? Peacefully. But it did not happen there. Both were crying. One went to that room and cried, and this one went to this. His father went and asked, what happened? I did not show any bias. He said, go father. I am baking a cake. I am badly in need of that peel of orange. The full orange only will be enough. Now with the half of peel, what I am going to do? The other child told. He went and asked other child. I am so angry, see, I would have thrown out the piece. I am not worried about the piece. See, the the flesh of it, only half you gave. So both of them disappoint. So what I am going to say is, when you resolve a conflict within the family, within the individual, within your friends or one person, when you resolve a conflict, that should be the sweet end or happy ending, happy resolution for both sides. Otherwise, the conflict will not be resolved. Thank you.
Great. I want two of you to speak on a constructive manner. Others can speak only, give only positive feedback. What all things she has done. Just one thing is enough. Two of you just to give constructive feedback. Who will do? Okay, now in this thing we'll do one thing. You give only positive feedback, constructive feedback will give. Yeah, we'll start from here, Shraddha.
Sir, the topic was okay. Okay, sir. George sir, the topic was very important. We never talk about this. So all over, sir, can you please translate? Okay. So I'm comfortable in Hindi. That's right.
Welcome.
तो जितना भी जो भी टॉपिक था उसमें जो भी डिस्कशन हुआ जनरली इस बारे में बात होती नहीं है बट ये टॉपिक इतना जरूरी है और अगर हम इस टॉपिक पे पर्सनलाइज करेंगे पर्सनली ध्यान देंगे तो
एक minute. Don't touch the topic.
ओके
How did he
Only positive.
in the presentation?
ओके प्रेजेंटेशन वाज वेरी गुड यस
What specifically you speak? What thing he has done well? वो क्या चीज अच्छा से किया है वो स्पेसिफाई करके एक ही चीज बताइएगा.
एक्सप्लेनेशन एक्सप्लेन बहुत अच्छा
The way you explained was nice.
यस
One liner.
The way you explained was nice.
Good. Beautiful. One liner only.
தமிழ்ல சொல்லுங்க.
நீங்க ஒரு ஸ்டெப் பை ஸ்டெப்பா எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணது நல்லா இருந்துச்சு. நீங்க எடுத்துக்கிற டாபிக் வந்து எப்படி எந்த இடத்துல வந்து ரொம்ப சத்தமா பேசுவோம் அப்புறம் என்ன ஆகும்னு சொல்லிட்டீங்க. அது வந்து கரண்ட் பஸ்ல வெளியே போகும்போது வெளியே இடத்துல எல்லாம் சொன்னீங்க. ரொம்ப நல்லா இருந்துச்சு.
Starting you ask the question for participant.
Participate.
Sir, the way you explain conflict in details.
Thank you.
So before starting explanation, you gave an introduction about the topic. So that was good.
That story was good. Last one. Yes.
So you said
I
the
like that.
story.
आपका जो प्रेजेंटेशन था उसमें जो भी आपने टॉपिक्स लिखा है सिर्फ एक बार आप टॉपिक को देख लेते उसके बाद उस टॉपिक का पूरा साथ आगे होकर बता रहे थे ना कि उसको देख देख के बता रहे थे. ये बहुत अच्छा है.
What's that?
No, he is telling that you are seeing only the main topic. After that, without seeing board, you can explaining everything. It was very nice.
Alright.
I like to appreciate your efforts, although this topic is quite unique for us because we also talk about relationship, this that thing. This is conflict is important to us. The topic is unique to us.
Thank you.
I like the way you present. No nervousness, nothing. Everything is good. So it's
Confidence and the way you spoke, you occupied the space also very well. From that moving and moving. That was great.
Thank you, sir. Your body language was very good, and you used your method of explaining was very good. Just one thing I observed that you include so many information in your 15-minute type of topic. If you have only 15 minutes, you can cut and short your topic and explain very few information with activities and some kind of thing. So these only are.
Okay, Mr. George, it was a very good effort that you have taken. It was Wonderful. The way you started was very nice. Lot of positive energy.
Yes.
The way you were giving, one thing that I got inspired is like he was throughout the session he had a smile on his face,
Yes.
which I'm not able to keep. Like that was something that I wanted to start doing, so I felt very happy about that. Very pleasant appearance, your facial expression, all those things were very pleasant. You have got a very good voice. You are loud enough. Without mic, you can speak in the session. Then very confident about the subject that you are talking. That is something, it shows that how much you are prepared, how much you know about the subject that you are facilitating. One thing that I felt it was participatory. Like you were involving, initially you were involving everybody. At the same time, when somebody was answering, you were complimenting them, saying that, yeah, right, thank you. So likewise, you were giving them compliments, and then that was something that good that I noticed in this. So you used good examples. That is what we have to do. How our participants can connect to those kinds of examples that we have in our own daily lives. In our own lives, what we see, taking some greater examples that happened long back and all, it doesn't help. People may not understand. People may not be able to connect to that. But when you quote examples which are happening in our day-to-day life, it will be easy for the participants to connect. So that was something that I felt that it was something very nice. See, always there is a room for improvement. So we can do some of these things. What I have noticed is, see, actually your chart is overflowed with a lot of information, as Dr. Rakesh said. Information which we are not able to read.
Correct.
Okay, it's crowded. See, I don't think those things were required. Those smaller writings were actually not required. You would have only written those bullet points in this one, making it little more bigger. Everyone would have seen that. In some places, I felt that you were a little faster. So people were like, looking little confused. Okay, then usage of but I felt it is little more. The usage of but I felt it is like it's more. If you could reduce that, it will be nice. See, for example, PPT or chart. It should be only a reference for you. You understand? Should not depend on that. Sometimes I felt most of the time you were very close to the chart.
Yes.
Correct, no?
Yeah.
You did see, because you created a dependency there. You didn't use this space. You only 1 or 2 times you came up to here and went. Otherwise, you were completely near to the chart. You didn't utilize the space. I don't know if I was observing the participants. Ashish was, in fact, he was sitting down with the head down. Usha was observing these people when it's happening there. Sister Sherin also was a little disturbed. She was also, for some time, she was not here. These people also, this Shraddha, she was also roaming around here and there. Those 2 people also were very silent.
I could not captivate everyone.
Yeah, I will tell you why the reason what was happening. I was observing you. When I saw this, I was observing the movements of your hands. Okay. So what you did, your specs occupied your hand. That was one thing. Another one, you were moving only this hand, and that was only focusing this place. The movement limited in this area.
Okay.
Your hand was showing only like this. So what happened? People those who were inside this hand were inside, they were out. The moment that happens, their body language will show that.
They are left out.
See, it is like this. You are turning and talking to these people, you are not minding them. So when you are holding your hand like this, it means my focus is here, not there.
I
understand?
here, not there.
Yeah. So automatically that became visible in their body language. You got it? So that happened in between. Otherwise, these things. Yeah, eye contact. These are the things. So make sure that in between, get the response from the participants. Then we will understand whether these fellows are
understood or not.
yes. Only then our objective is met. Otherwise, for the session, even if we keep the objective, it may not meet the purpose.
Correct.
You understand? So keeping people in clutches using hand, but keep that, make sure that you cover the entire crowd like this in hand. Otherwise, wonderful. I told you, still I have that inspiration of keeping that smile on my face when I take class. That was something nice. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.